Hey everybody, it's Doc and welcome to the channel. So today I'm really excited to show you something which is a new product we're working on for the four-door Bronco. And what it is it's a side cargo rack based on our M-Pack design. And there's a lot of similar products out there, and admittedly we're running a little bit late to the game because it took us a really long time to get our Bronco. It took a year and a half. I insist on living in a vehicle and understanding what it needs before I start making the product. And then after I develop the product, there's a fairly long testing period, so I make sure that what we're making is perfect when it gets to you. So what we have is we have a similar product, a similar competing product, and I'm going to show you what I believe are the flaws in that system and how we've corrected them and how we've made it actually better with our system. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what we got. So for clarity, this is the back cargo area of the 2022 Bronco four-door. And as you can see, there are two side rack systems in here, which are pretty radically different from each other if you take a close look at them. And the one thing that stands out about the Springtail system the most as you look at it from a distance is the fact that it's gray. We are going to offer it in black as well, but it's the first time we've actually offered two different colors. And the reason for this is the gray kind of matches some of the rest of the interior accents in the Bronco. Not exactly, because it's powder coat and there are no exact powder coat matches. And also, it really lightens up the cargo area. As if you look here as compared to over here, it's a lot easier to see stuff around it. This is something that we have encountered with MOLLE bags before, and the fact that MOLLE bags with lighter linings, it's a lot easier to find stuff in, and it certainly transfers pretty well to this application. The next thing you'll notice is how well the Springtail system fits with the mat as opposed to the other system, which, to be completely honest, we benchmarked three systems that are out there. They're all very similar in design. It's almost like they copied each other exactly. And this is probably one of the better manufactured ones, although there's still a lot of issues I see with it. The big thing, right off the start was the fact that I like having a mat. I like being able to pull the mat out and clean it, and this did not allow that. So that was a big negative for me right off the bat with the other system. The other part is, and I'm going to pull this mat out just in a second, hold on. The other part is, and this is very clever for them, although I don't think it works real well in reality, is they put the mounts underneath this plastic panel, and so you slide them under. It's not easy to do for starters, and they make it look easy on the installation video, but it's not. And what happens is you end up scratching the piss out of your side areas. And this is what I see as one of the benefits for having a side rack, is just the fact that it's going to protect these vulnerable surfaces of your plastic from stuff smacking against it and damaging it and making it look prematurely bad. So that was one of the things we wanted to improve upon. Well, the other one was actually the ease of installation. So with our system, there is no drilling. There's absolutely no drilling, and I'd say even if you're a complete idiot, we're talking a 30-minute per side installation. There's no drilling. It all goes into factory mounts, and quite honestly, I have made it as easy as pie. This is probably the easiest product that we have to install, and requires zero modifications to your vehicle because everything is drop in or bolt up, and so it's super easy. And when you go to sell your vehicle, you can pull it all out. Nice stuff about our product is it actually has a resale value, so you can go and sell it to someone else for somewhat near probably what you paid for it, and someone's going to pay you for it, as opposed to other products. Trust me on that. The lower mounts actually mount on top of the surface of this plastic area, and we have a couple of secrets there as far as the mounts go. to get them level and stuff like that, but it worked out very well. This is something that I spent a lot of time on getting perfect. So the other thing that I want you to see is the fact that we have 5 mounting points as opposed to the 4. And the reason for that is if you take our product, kind of bang on it, it's not smacking the walls, it's not making a lot of noise. Whereas with this other product, it's close to the wall, it's flexy, and it's awful. And I will tell you that I hate rattles, and there's something known in the fabrication world with flat pieces of metal and you're driving down the highway that they start to harmonize, particularly on gravel roads or rough surfaces where the metal will start to flex, especially if you have something mounted on it, and you won't get a rattle, but you'll get this really annoying hum. I hate it, and that's what we tried to avoid. And as you can see, our metal is curled on the edges wherever we can, and then of course we have this extra mounting surface right here which stops it from smacking the wall under any circumstances. Now the downside to that is that's probably going to affect our ability to put this on convertibles, or soft tops I should say. So, and we won't know because I don't have a soft top and I don't have access to one quite yet. So we won't know until we find someone who has a dual top, and they'll help us test it out. In the meantime, let's see what else. Well, you know, you've got the big grid pattern here with the little holes as opposed to the impact grid. And the advantage to the impact grid is the fact that you don't have to have a little hole to bolt something up, because all of these holes are the appropriate size that if you put a 1-inch washer and a M6 or a 1/4-inch bolt, you've got a mounting surface pretty much all over this area. And that's why we patented it. So the other part is, and pretty much this is a big miss on every one of the systems out there, is they don't allow enough room around the 12-volt area to be able to hook in things. Because what happens is your plug-in extends past this area, and it's hard. And you know, if you're like me, I run an ARB freezer pretty much, or fridge or freezer all the time, and that is something that's really important to me when I go out, because when I'm out on a hot trail and I've been changing a tire or whatever, I like a popsicle, and I'll admit that up front. One of the other things I wanted to address was the fact that with their system, all the other systems I should say, there really is no provision to be able to get this, to get behind this rack to load up your stuff, or to be able to get it off easily so you can load it up and put it back on. And so what we did was we went with these knurled nuts, or knurled bolts I should say, and this is a product that we use on our FJ barriers, it's on other products, and kind of the nice thing about these is the fact that they're big enough that it's really easy to tighten them down by hand, and it's really easy to loosen them by hand. So literally this whole rack can come off with these 5 knurled bolts, and we're talking 2 minutes tops to get it off, and then you can reset whatever you want on it and put it back on. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to load this rack up. I'm going to show you what it's like with everything on it, and then I'll be testing it for the next few weeks to make sure there's nothing weird going on with rattles and stuff like that. I'll be back in a flash and you'll see a loaded rack. This is a good example of what a loaded up Springtail system would look like for the Bronco 4-door. As you can see, we've got my power tank, which pretty much goes everywhere with me. We have it on one of Power Tank's standard mounts, which mates up perfectly with the impact grid, very easy to bolt on. And then, you know, it's pretty important that if you haul heavy stuff in the back of your vehicle, you certainly should secure it the best you can, either by using, you know, whether you use our system or someone else's. It's really important to have that stuff secured down, because you don't want something big and heavy flopping around the inside of your cab if you have an accident or if you roll over. Next to that, we have one of our large stat pouches. If you're not familiar with the stat MOLLE pouch that we have developed over the years, essentially this is a Velcro backed MOLLE pouch that you undo the buckles, you can pull it off, you can go do your thing with whatever's in the bag, and then you can bring it back, slap it on, and put the buckles up, and you're good to go. Next to that is a fire extinguisher, which I believe everybody should have in their car because it's just that important and could save a life, maybe your own. And then we have some grid left over. We have grid, a little grid on the side, and we have a little grid up here. I would foresee that maybe I would put a flashlight up here or maybe a sharp-edged utility tool. And then really nicely, and I'm pretty proud of this, is we have really good access for our 12-volt power point and even a little open area so some light can get out into this very darkly, poorly lit, I guess would be the best way to put it, area. And I think the gray, I really like this gray. I think it's going to be pretty popular in the respect that it really does help light up this cargo area, even in this lighting. And you can see the stuff really nicely on the grid, so it's very utility friendly. If you've gotten this far with me, you're probably wondering what the price of this is going to be. And I would anticipate a good guesstimate at this point, and it's not 100%, would probably be about $200 per side. And yes, I know this is more expensive than the Chinese knockoffs on eBay, but the reality is this is American-made product, and you're going to pay a premium for American-made stuff. We use American manufacturing, who uses American steel. We have an American engineer who helps us develop these products. None of that is cheap, and it all adds up, but we certainly appreciate you helping us out and shopping at American small businesses. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or ideas, please throw them in the comments section. I would appreciate if you throw us a like and really would appreciate it if you would share this video, because the more people that see this, the more likely we are going to be able to sell more stuff and stay in business, which I always appreciate. So this is it for the video. And like I said, I anticipate probably early fall that we will have this out sometime in probably mid to late September. That's probably a realistic guess, but it may go a little bit faster. It may go a little bit slower. I'm not sure. That's the way things go with manufacturing. So I can't give you a definite estimate, but I certainly appreciate you waiting for us to bring out this product, because I think we are leagues better than the other stuff that's out there, and will probably be able to be pretty competitive in price. So on that note, you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the trail.